Self-confidence. Briefly, it is a hypothesis that self-confident or secure person will be more able to encourage intake. So, the basic thing that is important is the confidence of the learner. Language acquisition takes place if the learner is confident to take. So, if the person is encouraging himself to intake the language acquisition, then he will be able to learn the language more, and will also have a lower filter. By having a lower filter, he will not be less in his confidence, he will not be threatened, he will not be anxious, the level of his anxiety would be very low, he will be having self-confidence, and his personality does not have any traits where he is worried that he is going to make mistakes. His self-esteem is high, and he knows that whatever he is doing in order to make use of the language, in order to learn the language. So these personality traits affect the learner to acquire the language and learn the language as well. These characteristics are predicted to relate to second language acquisition according to the second language acquisition and second language learning, written by Scression in 1981, University of Southern California. You may make a reference to this article and read about it, and you would come to know that language acquisition and proficiency, it also depends a lot on the personal traits of the learner, such as the self-confidence and any other issues that a learner is having regarding any threats or anxiety, or thinking that his self-esteem would be hurt if he is making mistakes. All these things, they do contribute to the learning of the language. So in order to learn the language or acquire the language, the person has to be confident, and he has to have a very low filter regarding any threats or any self-esteem issues that making a mistake would make a lot of difference in his self-esteem, or his ego would be hurt because he is making mistakes, or he is threatened that he will not be able to learn the language. These factors also contribute a lot to the learning of the language and the language acquisition and the proficiency of the language. The more language is learned by being integrated in the society, by having an interaction with the speakers who are the first language speakers and who are well equipped with the facility of speaking, writing and reading the language as L1 learners, then it will be easy for the learner to acquire the language and also learn the language. This reference of Cression here regarding second language acquisition and second language learning will be a useful read for the students.